Alright, welcome back to another session of Marvel Champions. As I said earlier, I'm going to be using Black Widow this time around. I had to choose between Black Widow and Miss Marvel. Wasn't really feeling Miss Marvel tonight, so I'm going to stick with Black Widow. Probably because of that game. What is that called? Marvel Avengers? That that action game on the PC and all the different platforms. Played enough of Miss Marvel, so I should play with her. I should play Black Widow instead. We'll try out Miss Marvel maybe tomorrow after this one. Whenever the next session is going to be. Alright, so I didn't read up on the description for, because all of these are hero decks, hero packs actually they all come with like a little description of the hero and the decks that they have. So I didn't go through that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just play the game, and if there's anything strange going on with Black Widow, I guess I just have to refer to the rules reference. Okay, so she's fighting the basic Rhino. Again, I'm just going to stick with fighting Rhino until I can get a consistent rate of success fighting against him. Apparently Rhino 1 is like the easiest villain setup for this game, but I've only managed to defeat him like once, so out of 11 times. Let me see here. I think with the last game it's 12 times now that I've played this. Let me just check here real quick. Yep, I've played this game 12 times and I've only defeated Rhino once. And that was like in a duo setup with Scarlet Witch and She-Hulk. And one of them, She-Hulk, actually used a customized deck, protection deck that I that I made for her. Because I think usually she's Justice, right? No, Aggression. Usually she's Aggression. That's her default is Aggression, so I use a protection deck instead. And that game actually lasted like a while because all we did was manage the schemes. So even like with a duo setup, the scheme is mostly where most of my time was spent. Hawkeye was pretty fun. I played with Hawkeye twice. The first time I played with Hawkeye was a couple of days ago, and the funny thing that happened there with the first try with Hawkeye was I thought I was streaming, and then since I changed my stream setup, I'm doing this YouTube thing that connects to my blog. I'm not gonna worry about the chat. Not at the moment anyway. I'm not sure. I might reconsider the whole chat situation in the future, but this is how I'm most comfortable actually with streaming. When I was streaming on Twitch, it's not like my channel was like had a lot of people flocking to watch me do my shit on Twitch. It was a very quiet channel, even with the one or two people who stop by every so often, it's not consistent enough for them to show up. Of them showing up on my channel. So I figured that I want to keep streaming. I don't feel like I want to do it on Twitch anymore. This is probably the best way to do it. Just turn off chat completely. Just do my thing. I mean, one of the reasons why I like streaming to begin with was like it's more of a gaming DVR. You know, I can record my gameplay activities. If something funny happened or something cool happened, then I can always highlight those moments. I mean, easily. And on YouTube, you don't have a limit of how much you can record. On Twitch, if you don't turn them into highlights, they disappear after 6 weeks, I think, for Prime members, and I'm a Prime member. So is it 6 weeks or 2 months? Something like that. But on the great thing about YouTube is just like after it's done, all I had to do was just I mean, it's saved anyway to begin with, but then I want to have them published in my playlist. So I think I heard that the playlist has a limit, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. I'm not gonna worry about that at this point. I'm just gonna do my thing, you know, record all the gameplay with my board games, my video games, and just record them and publish them in my playlist. You know. For my personal satisfaction, and if other people just happen to like what I'm doing, then great. If not, then this is what I wanted to do anyway to begin with when it comes to live streaming. Anyway, so we have Natasha Romanoff here, and I guess that's her alter ego name. So we're going to start off with the player phase. I've already set up everything. I've already shuffled the encounter deck. We have her villain nemesis cards over here. I've already added the obligation into the encounter deck, and then I've already shuffled her the hero deck here. She starts off at 9 hit points. And Rhino starts off with 14 for phase 1. Okay, so let's just read this the description on her alter ego here. So she's a shield spy. It says mission prep response. After you play a preparation card, draw 1 card. So I guess she has like preparation cards, or cards that have that what you call it, have that description on them. So whenever we play a card that has that description, the preparation description on them, we can draw a card if you're playing as the alter ego. Okay, but we're gonna flip her. Oh, I have to get my 6 cards. She starts with 6, and let me see if I want to mulligan this. I've never had to mulligan any of my hands for the last 13 attempts, because I'm still not familiar with the cards that they have, and I only have one custom deck, and that was for She-Hulk. I mean, these actually look pretty good, so I think I'm just gonna keep them. And it looks like she has Justice. A lot of these heroes actually they have the Justice aspect. I noticed. I think Spider-Man is Justice also, or Spider-Man Aggression. I think Spider-Man is Justice. I can check here real quick. Spider-Man is Justice. Yeah, I mean a lot of them have Justice. Again, Captain Marvel was Aggression. Scarlet Witch has a Justice default deck. So, yeah. Okay. So it looks like Black Widow also has a Justice aspect. Okay. So let me just look at my cards here. Counter Intelligence. See, this is a preparation card. So, well, we're going to switch over to, well, maybe what we need to do is before we, I'm so gung-ho into, like, changing her into her superhero form or hero form. Maybe the best way to approach this is just use one of these preparation cards. Preparation, it just reminds me of Preparation H. Every time I say preparation, that comes to mind. The preparation card. Maybe we should go ahead and just play one so that we can draw one more card before we switch over to the hero form. So wow, a lot of these are preparation. Okay. I'm going to use the Power of Justice, and if I use this to play a Justice card, I get double the number of resources. So this one has one while, so I'm gonna say I want, because I think whenever you you use a wild card, you have to announce what kind of resource you want it to be. So I'm just gonna say energy, and then it's gonna be 2 energy resource, and so I can play the counterintelligence card here. And with counterintelligence, it's an interrupt. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, you can discard this and prevent 3 of that threat. So this is a pretty good one to play when you switch back into your alter ego form. So that if the when the villain is scheming, then you can just discard this and then just get rid of the whatever the amount of schemes or threat tokens that the villain's getting. Okay, since I have the mission prep ability there, the response after you play a preparation card, you can draw 1 card, limit once per phase. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a card here. And then now I'm going to switch her over to Black Widow. Okay. And it didn't ask you to exhaust the cards, so it's just like a cool ability that she has that she can use once per phase. And we got this Spycraft card. Let me just read this because I've never seen this one before. Play only if you control a spy character. Okay, so she's an Avenger and a spy, and in her alter ego form, she's a SHIELD agent and a spy. Okay. Interrupt. When you reveal an encounter card, you can discard Spycraft, cancel the effect. So this is also pretty good. So we can actually nullify the effect of an encounter that we don't like. Okay. Let's read this target acquired card, see what it says. This is also a preparation skill card. Hero response. After the boost card is turned face up, discard target acquired and cancel. Oh, she has a lot of these like canceling effect on a lot of things. So I like this too. But I wish we had that like for every single freaking round. But you know that's not going to be the case. Okay. Stealth Strike. Let's see what this is all about. It's a hero action. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat. Wow, that's really good. They'll never know what hit them, says Black Widow. Okay, so I guess we should hold on to that until he's down to like 3, and then we can use that, and not 3, 2. No, 4. And then we can use Stealth Strike to deal the killing blow. That way we can remove 2 threat from the break-in. Okay. So then what I should do now is I should let's see here. Let's get Spycraft into play here. So I'm going to use target acquired to pay for Spycraft. Okay. So if there's like an encounter that we really don't want, we're going to go ahead and discard that, and that will take care of the encounter effect. I mean the encounter card. I'm going to hold on to the rest of my cards here. and not play anymore. And Black Widow is going to, after you trigger the ability of a preparation card you control, deal down damage to an enemy. Wow, that's really good. So when you discard these cards, you also get to damage Rhino. Or if there's like a minion here, you can also do that. My name is Madame Natasha, but you can call me Black Widow, it says. And then as Natasha Romanoff, she said, "This is my mission and I will succeed." Well, I hope you're going to succeed because I'm tired of losing to Rhino. Okay. So she is going to go ahead and attack Rhino for 2. So Rhino is down from 14 to 12. And I'm going to end my turn and we're going to ready her up. And we get 2 more cards. And then the problem with like counterintelligence is some of these cards, you can only have one of them per player. You can only play one of them at a time. It would be great if you can stack those up, you know. Alright, so now it is the villain phase, and the villain gets 1 threat token. And then since we're in a hero form, he's going to attack. And then the cool thing about counterintelligence is it doesn't just say when the villain is scheming. So if you don't like, well, it's best probably to do it while the villain is scheming, because unless they have the acceleration, like you can even get rid of the accumulation of threat tokens at the beginning of the villain phase, because it didn't say, because I already took care of this, like this whole situation, like the first couple of times I played the game. Because if you can't do it, if you can't stop the threat token from generating at the beginning of the villain phase, it would say something like, what was it? When a villain schemes, you can reduce the scheme, or you can deduct 2 from the scheme, or something like that. So it's very specific. And since this one only says when any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, so at any time, even at the beginning of the villain phase, you can nullify that threat token accumulation, which is pretty cool. Okay. So do I want to question here is if I want to defend. Rhino attacks for 2 plus the boost. She has 9, so I think maybe we should be okay. Maybe I should defend. But the problem is when you defend, you know, you're not going to be able to ready up your character again until the next villain phase. So let me just think about this. I think I can take like a little bit of damage, and it's very early in the game, and maybe this is the problem. Maybe I should always be defending, but you know what? I'm just going to take the damage though. Okay. Oh, it's an assault. When revealed... Oh, no. Oh, God. Is it really that late? No, it's only 10:20. We're just looking at the boost icon. So there's no boost. So Rhino is only attacking for 2. So I was like, yeah, because I was looking at that. I was like, okay, so he's gonna attack twice. I guess I had a long day. Because my brain is a little bit scrambled, apparently. Okay, so now she's down to 7. And now we have to take care of an encounter. And it is Hydra Mercenary. Hydra Mercenary is easy to take care of, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to... Is it really that easy to take care of? He has 3. I'll just keep Spike Round for now. Yeah. It's okay. I'll keep Spike Round. Okay. So now we're back to the player phase. Let me check to see what we have here. Well, we can actually use Stealth Strike now because then we can get rid of that. Well, it's only one threat right now, so it will be a waste. Let me just check here. What do I want to do? She has a lot of these, like, cancel, boost cards, cancel events, you know. It's really interesting. So maybe she's a hard character to solo. But all of them seems to be that way. I think you have to always like customize the deck when you want to solo, because I have yet to win against basic Rhino here with the default deck for a solo hero. Okay, let me see here. Acrobatics, attack preparation skill. Hero interrupt. When a boost card is turned face up, discard acrobatics. Cancel the boost cards on that card. Deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and use target acquired for 1 resource to play the acrobatics card. Okay. So we're going into dangerous territory here because she is very squishy. Let me see here. What else can we do? Maybe we should just go ahead and take care of the Hydra Mercenary. So I'm going to go ahead and pay with counterintelligence and the genius cards for 3 resource here. Let's just take care of that, just so that we don't have to worry about the Hydra Mercenary. So I'm going to play the Stealth Strike that deals 4 damage. That will take care of the Hydra Mercenary, and it will also remove 2 threat from the scheme. So the scheme is back to 0 threat. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack with Black Widow. Attack for 2. So now he's down to 10. And I'm out of cards, so I'm going to end my turn. And we ready her up. Now the question is, do I want to now switch to her alter ego? Because we have counterintelligence here. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do I want to do that now? I mean, she can tank 2 damage, and then it will make her go down to 5. Maybe next round, she recovers for 3. So that's 5, 8. You know what? Yeah, let's just keep her as Black Widow for now, and I'm going to use attack acrobatics when he attacks me. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Now I get to draw 5 more cards for her. Okay. And now it's the villain's turn. He gets 1 threat. And then he's going to attack Black Widow. And she is going to, she's not going to defend. She's just going to take the damage. And then we're going to reveal the boost card here. And he gets a +2 boost. So I'm going to go ahead and use Acrobatics. When a boost card is turned face up, discards Acrobatic and cancel the boost icons on that card. So this gets canceled. And then deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon canceled this way. So we have 2 boost icons. So actually he gets damage for 2. So now he's down to 8. But she's also getting damage for 2. So she's down to 5. Okay. And then now we have to take care of an encounter. And again, if I don't like the encounter, I can actually use Spycraft. Stampede. The Rhino attacks you. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and discard Spycraft here. So that I can not take that hit. Okay. Very cool. Alright, so now it's back to the player phase. Let's check out the new cards that we got here. Dance of Death. It's a Black Widow card. Make the following 3 attacks in order. Damage 1 to an enemy. Damage 2. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and deal 3 damage. What the fuck is this? So you damage a total of 1 to 6 damage. This is a 6 damage card. But I guess the way, because this is a very good card when you have multiple enemies, I guess. Because then you can damage 1 here, damage 2 there, and so this is pretty cool. But since it didn't say you can't do this to the same enemy, so it's a total of 6 damage right now if we're using it against Rhino. So that's actually pretty cute. Let me just look at my options here. I also have Interrogation Room, and it says after you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat. There's no minion right now, so this is worthless. Grappling Hook. It's a preparation. Oh, and then I also forgot to, since we use 2, both of them are preparation cards. Black Widow has this thing where a response where after you trigger an ability of a preparation card you control, you deal 1 damage to the enemy. So we actually have +2 damage against Rhino here. Totally forgot about that. So he's actually down to 6. Oh, this is pretty cool. So if I use Dance of Death now, I can actually get rid of his first phase. But let me just look at the grappling hook here real quick. Hero Interrupt. When you reveal a treachery, discard grappling hook, cancel. Oh my god. She has all these cancel encounter abilities. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to use Interrogation Room and the energy card for a total of 3 resource, and I'm going to use Dance of Death, and that's going to take Rhino all the way down to 0, which means that now now he goes into phase 2. And he gets 15 points. $15 hit points. And then now we have to look for break-in and take-in. Okay, looks like it's in the discard pile. Yep, okay. And I have to reshuffle this. Okay, that should be good enough. And breaking and taking gets 2 threat tokens. And breaking and taking is very oh, it actually gets 3 because you get 2 tokens, 2 threat token for it, and then place an additional 1 threat here when it is revealed. So yeah, it's actually 3 threats. I missed that portion. You always have to make sure you read everything. Yeah, it's actually 3. Place an additional 1 threat here per character. Okay. Alright. Because that's what that means, right? 2 over there means it has 2. Just look at here. Let me just double check this just to make sure. Side scheme. Page 15. Yep, each side scheme enters with an amount of threat on it equal to the card's starting threat value indicated at the bottom of the card. Okay, so it's 2 plus 1. Okay. Now this is a very annoying side scheme because you have to take care of 2 encounters. Okay. We're not done with our turn yet, so what I'm going to do is, because we have counterintelligence here, I'm going to go ahead and have her go into her alter ego form, and then I'm going to go ahead and recover for 3. So now she goes back up to 8 from 5. And then I'm going to end my turn. Now we ready her up. And she gets 6 cards as Natasha Romanoff, so I get to draw 4 more cards here. Okay, so now it's the villain's turn, and he gets the 1 threat. And then he's going to scheme. He schemes for 1 plus the boost, and there's nothing. So I'm not going to use the counterintelligence for this because it's only 1. So he has 3 on the main scheme. See, he's already halfway. From halfway into winning this game or defeating us. So yes, scheme's just very annoying to deal with. That's what I've noticed since I started playing this game. Okay, and then now we have to take care of an encounter. And oh god, it's Sandman, and Sandman gets a tough status when he enters play. Hey. Okay, so that changes everything. And he schemes for 2. Like, if you allow them to scheme this next turn, the game is over. So okay, so now we're back to the player phase, and let's see what we have. There's covert ops. Remove 4 threat from a scheme and confuse the villain. Oh, this is very good. Okay, I like that. There's we also got Stealth Strike again. Oh, we can actually use Stealth Strike on Sandman because we get to defeat him and we get to remove a threat, 2 threat from a scheme. Oh, and hold on. Did I do my 2? Yeah, I did. Did I? Did I do my 2 encounters? I don't think I did. So we have Sandman, and what was before that? Okay, yeah, I didn't do my second encounter. I'm glad that I caught that. So the second encounter is advanced. When revealed, the villain schemes. Ah, shit. So he schemes for 1 plus 1, so that's 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the counterintelligence, and so that the additional 2 is prevented. And since I'm using counterintelligence, which is a preparation card, I get to draw a card. So there you go. Okay. So now, now it's the player phase. I'm glad I caught that, because I totally forgot about breaking and taking over here. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to she can do this even as Natasha Romanoff, but I really do need to change her back into Black Widow, because I need to fake attack Sandman so that we can remove the tough status. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Fake attack him. And that removes the tough status, because he doesn't take any damage. Instead, the tough status is removed. And then I'm going to pay using, let's see here. There's Agent Coulson here. When he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add it to your hand, and you shuffle your deck. Interesting. Okay. Not necessarily useful, but interesting. Okay, I really want to play Stealth Strike. That's what I want to do here. But what are we going to use to pay for it? That Black Widow's Gauntlet is pretty good. It lets you generate resource. Widow's Bite. After a minion enters play, discard Widow's Bite and deal 2 damage to that minion and stun it. I guess I should have checked, since I didn't trigger that effect. You know, not much I can do. So that was my fault, because I could have used this when Sandman comes into play, but I guess I just, and see, maybe that's the problem, because I'm new to the game. I need to learn to be more thorough with everything. Like when I draw my new cards, I need to just check them all instead of waiting until it's my turn, because you draw cards at the end of the player phase, and then you go into the villain phase. So it's easy to just like, you know, I'll look at my cards once it's my turn. But because of the way that this game plays, you know, where you can play the cards as long as you can pay for it. When things are happening, like it doesn't matter at what time, you know, during your turn or during the villain's turn, you need to be aware of the cards that you have in your hand. So that was my fault. So I'm not gonna adjust that. It's just a learning experience. Okay. Well, I can probably use this as a resource then to for Stealth Strike. And I'm also going to use Quake. So that's 2. And I guess I'm going to use Grappling Hook. So that's 3. Okay. Pay 3 resources to play Stealth Strike. It's 4 damage, and Sandman has 4 health, so Sandman is taken out of play. And then when if the enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the 2 threat from the main scheme, because it's getting too close. So now it's back down to 1. Okay. Let's see what else we have. I like covert ops, so I think I'm going to hold on to that. But Agent Coulson actually also pretty good response. If the Agent Coulson enters search, okay. If I want a preparation card, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just use Agent Coulson to pay for Black Widow's Gauntlet. Okay. Now we'll end my turn, and we got 4 more cards for her. 2, 3. Oh, we got another Stealth Strike. Nice. Okay. So now it is the villain's turn, and he gets to scheme for 1. And since we're in hero form, he's going to attack. And I have to defend this time. Yeah, let me just go ahead and defend. And thankfully, it's just 3 damage. There's no boost. So she has a defense of 2, so it's only just 1 damage. So now she's down to 7. Okay, now we have to take care of 2 encounters. First encounter is a Hydra Bomber. Choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat in the main scheme. I'm going to take 2 damage. So now she's down to 5. Oh, but hold on. I actually have the hero response here. After a minion enters play, discard Widow's Bite. Oh no, you have to have this upgrade first. Yeah, this is a preparation. You have to attach it to your character first before you can even use it. So I didn't even miss that opportunity earlier. I thought it was an event. It's not an event. It's actually an upgrade. So you have to attach it to Black Widow before you can use it. Okay. Alright, so and then we have to take care of another one. Lovely. And it's Stampede. When it's a hero Rhino attacks you. Oh my god. This could be it. This could be it. This could be the end of the game. So he attacks for 3. If this boost card is 2, the game ends. Here we go. And it's 2. So he attacks for 5 and Black Widow is out. See how difficult this is? Oh, shit. It's ridiculous. It's hard. I don't... You know, solo, I think, for this game is... like, if you're just playing with one hero, it's difficult. You know, I got the scheming under control, but then, yeah, she's very squishy. All it takes is for something like that to happen, you know? Breaking and Taking is definitely a game changer. Like, I think what I need to do, like, the strategy should be, whenever he enters phase 2, we have to get rid of Breaking and Taking. Because taking care of 2 encounters per round, per villain phase, is with one hero is just difficult. Well, I mean, with 2 heroes, I mean, they both have to have to draw an encounter anyway. I mean, double the encounter for both of them, but you know, with just one hero, you have to do both the damaging and thwarting by yourself. So yeah, well, we lost again. Okay. It's a difficult game. So what I'm going to do, I am going to end the stream now. And I won't be playing any more Marvel Champions tonight. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back and play something else. It's getting kind of late. I got a couple of things, couple more things for me to do before I go to sleep tonight. So maybe tomorrow I'll play two of the other heroes that I have. I have Rocket Raccoon. I have Groot. Let's see the characters that I haven't tried yet. I have Thor. I have Captain America. Let me just let's just decide now which one of these heroes we're gonna use. Excuse me, I was sneezing there. So we have Ant-Man, Black Widow, Captain America, Doctor Strange. I haven't tried Doctor Strange yet. Maybe I should try Doctor Strange next. Miss Marvel, Quicksilver. I've already tried Scarlet Witch. Thor. Wasp. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of interesting heroes here. Yeah, definitely going to try Doctor Strange next, I think. And Doctor Strange has this like weird setup with invocation cards. I need to I will read up on that before. I think the way you build his deck is you still get access to the invocation cards. They're like separate from your deck. I don't think it's even counting towards the 40 to 50 cards. I can't say for sure though, so I have to read up on that. Okay, well, we didn't succeed here with Black Widow. Yeah, I should put it. Okay, how come I have Hydra Mercenary here? Oh, it's part of the Hydra Mercenary is also in her Nemesis set. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with more World Champions, and I might be back later tonight. Oh gosh, my I'm getting the sniffles here. My allergies is really kicking. So I might not come back tonight. Like I said, I have other stuff to do before I go to sleep anyway. So, but I will play Doctor Strange next. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you later.